Amazing band directors back here. I don't know where we would be without them. I found something online a few months ago that I really didn't think anything of, and then today when I got home I saw it again and I decided that I should read it tonight. And it's to all the underclassmen. Dear underclassmen, you're so excited to be a senior, ready for prom and college and parties and getting out of high school. And who can blame you? We've all been there. When high school looks a million miles long and you feel like you'll never leave. Senior year is amazing, it's freeing. Half the time you don't come to school, and if you do, you're in sweatpants. Really, you're on top of the world. But senior year is bittersweet, and everyone says that, and you just shrug it off because what do we know, right? Let me tell you what it's like. Your last first day of high school, the smell of pencils and notebook paper, of the carpet and the computers, of the people in the hallways, the chaos of passing periods, the cafeteria, fire drills and lockdowns and tornado drills with 60 of your closest friends huddled in the bathroom, debating on whether or not you really need to go to first period because you really need that deck biscuit, and if you don't get it, you might die. Never again. This is what it feels like. Your last high school sports game, front rows of the student section all season long, chanting and yelling and face painting. Some nights it's warm, others bitterly cold. You get to wear your Letterman, feel its leather holding you together when finally your team loses and you realize, never again. This is what it feels like. Athletes on the field, court, track for the last time, running or hitting, hearing the crowd yell, shouting at your teammates, shouting at you. As from laughing in the locker room, slipping your jersey on over your head, lacing up your shoes, pre-game lectures, you've never felt more pumped up in your life. Now the court is empty, the field is dark, the game is over, never again. This is what it feels like. Your last winter break, celebrating the holidays with your family, your friends. Who knows what you were talking about then, but from now on it will be, how have you been? And what are you up to at whatever college you're at? And I've missed you so much. Those quiet nights alone in your room watching Netflix, taking for granted the loved ones less than a few steps away. Never again. This is what it feels like. Everything you've ever known, Hot Pockets in the freezer, chips in the pantry, glasses in the cabinet, next to the microwave, the one you almost caught on fire when you were 10, the way your dad sits in his favorite chair, the way your mom looks when she gets home from work, quarreling with your siblings, getting food on a whim with your best friend, going on adventures to the railroad tracks. Those people you only talk to in class, falling into your bed after a night out, cuddling with your cat while you watch TV, taking selfies with your dog, knowing your way around because this is where you lived your whole life. And as much as you want to get away from high school and all the drama and feelings of being stuck that come with it, this is home. This is what you know. This is where you are. Never again. Graduation day. The last time you will talk to 90% of the people you know. You're all wandering around in navy robes and squared off hats. You line up in pairs. You look at the person standing next to you as you walk out. And you know as you accept that piece of paper that it isn't the actual diploma you've worked 13 years for. Never again. This is what it feels like. And you know now that you're alone in the world and there's a very big, long life ahead of you and you have to face it head on. You'll have to go and find a career, learn how to balance a check, make a mortgage work, take out a loan for college, life starting a whole new chapter and you're leaving everything behind you. Everything is being done for the last time because you're about to start everything over again and you swear that you remember turning 12 like it was yesterday and you're sure you're just 18 because you don't feel ready to do this just yet, and then suddenly you're doing it. And this is your life. So before you go rushing through it, remember, this is what it feels like. Love, a senior.
It's kind of tall. I really don't know how to follow that up. And through this, if you can't hear me, I'm probably crying. So I've been with this since 6th grade. And I started this because of my sister. And she's over there. I was just so proud of her. But I did not want to play a brass instrument. Lord have mercy. But I ended up being in percussion with Bill. And it's just been life-changing. And I'm so glad I'm so sorry, y'all.
It's okay. Bye, baby. After you finally decide to come.
Been with these 3 people up here, and 4, and Ruben. They have really brought me out of my shell, and without band, I don't know what I would have done. I could probably be out on the streets. Well, my mom wouldn't let that happen. My mom ain't paying to just get me in the house. I'm sorry, Mom, I love you. But, really, this family bond that we've made, all the seniors, and now we're going off into different places in our lives. It's just band and music. That's what helped me through high school. Well, all of school, really. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for letting me.
So I'm not gonna do the whole emotional thing because I cried today. But, I want to address 2 things. First, I want to address my babies that will stay here when we leave. Anybody that knows me knows, and my parents can verify this, that I've hated band, and I've said I've hated band, but I didn't mean that. Every year, I'm not trying out, I'm not doing it again, I hate it, it's not happening. But then you get to state and you're crying and you've got the medal around your neck, or you know that you can go back and recover next year. Don't say you hate it, because you really don't. It's the best memories you'll make. And I have 24 babies and I love more than anything. How much But I have a ton of baby girls that I love, and I will be back regardless. If I'm in Southern, I'm going to be back. And then, y'all, yes, the band directors are awesome, but we got to talk about Chris for a minute. This man deals with 20 girls every day of his life. We spend more time with him than we see our own parents. And imagine, 20 daughters in one house. Half of them hate each other. And then half of them are trying to kill each other with giant weapons. I'm telling y'all, this man deserves more than he gets. He doesn't get much recognition, but he's a daddy to us. He can talk to us about anything. He fixes problems in the guard. He fixes home issues. And he deserves a lot of respect. Yes, Miss Lawrence is the head of the band, but Mr. Chris is what holds all of us girls together and keeps us from killing each other. So if you ever get a minute, just stop by and watch what he has to deal with, because it is insanity.
Ride the bus.
Hey, everyone. And I'm not going to start off by saying I'm not going to cry. I'll probably be in tears by the end of this. I've already been in tears. But I just wanted to thank y'all for the amazing 4 years. And I want to thank you, band directors, for the amazing 7 years that I've had in my life. I knew in 5th grade that I wanted to be in band because I heard all the hype. I'd seen them have an amazing time at the football games. I'd always want to go to the football games, not for the game, but for the band. I grew up with it, and I knew I was going to be in it. And then we started learning instruments, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done this. But I stuck with it. It was middle 7th grade year before I started to realize, hey, I like this. I get to play what I love. I get to be around music for an hour out of my life, around people that know how to joke, know what comic books are, and treat you like family. And then I got to high school marching band, and I was like, oh, it's going to be a breeze. We're going to play music. We're going to go outside once a week. We're going to do some easy stuff. No. I had to learn. I was taught the summer before my 9th grade year, how to do a proper push-up, because my grandfather and my daddy were like, you're not going to be doing girl push-ups, you're going to be doing real push-up like the boys. So I learned how to do a push-up. And then band camp got here, and I swore myself blue I was not coming back in August. I was going to do band camp, and that was it. Well, Mama made me come back. Maybe did it. I feel you. Every year. And after our first game,
no one would have been able to pry me away from this. The feeling that I had going out before all those people, even though we didn't have the entire thing together, I'd never trade it in the world for anything. No matter how much money, how much gold, no matter what, it's mine and no one else can have it. I never thought this day would come. I'd watch these seniors get up here and they'd get all emotional, and I was like, that day's never going to come soon enough. I'm so ready for it to be here, and now I don't want it to go. I want to be with y'all for as long as I can, and I can say honestly that I will miss every single one of you. But I got another 7 years. Mom's got another 7 years of this because of that one right there. He's been at every competition, almost every game. He even stayed at us with Banquet 1 year, so he knows what he's doing. And he's seen the relationships that I have built, and he's seen the joking and stuff, and he understands. And I don't know if all of you underclassmen understand how much we impact the younger generations. He's, ever since I got into band, he's like, Sissy, can I play your trombone? Sissy, can I go with you and your friends to the band thing? And it's always, every marching season, Sissy, when's the next competition? Sissy, when's state? When's this, when's that? And it's always band or musical with him. And it warms my heart to know that we can reach out to kids that don't necessarily make friends all that well and show him, hey, here's a place where we don't care if you're different. Here's a place we don't care if you don't understand certain things. Here's a place where you can belong and be family, even though the entire world's trying to drag you down. I've had a rough senior year with friends fighting and figuring out whether or not I'm going to get to go to college at all. Trying to balance home life and 3 AP classes and drama and just everything with high school. And if I didn't have this program right here, I don't know what I would have done. I would have more than likely done screamed and tried to run off and then been dragged back by my mama.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to end it with this. Hold on to these moments, these memories, because you're not going to get anything else like it. I love you all, and I'll miss you all. Night.
It's one way or the other, sister.
I feel like I'm getting old right now. Alright, so, well, it's been a run, a really long run. I was one of the people who thought, that's 12th grade, that's like, what, centuries away. I'm not going to get in 12th grade, and I'm here now, I guess. But in all seriousness, it's been fun. It's been really fun. I learned a lot of things, met a lot of new people, did things I never thought I'd do, but hey, it happens, I suppose. And in terms of band has definitely done a lot of good things for me. Growing up, I had a few friends that I really liked, and then over time, I kind of grew apart from them, and then around through elementary school, I'm just kind of by myself, trying to find what am I going to do with myself. And then around middle school, when I started getting into band, you know, you're basically introduced to people who have the same interests as you. And you think, hey, these people are pretty cool. I can hang out with these people. And, of course, I've hung out with those people for 6 years. 7 years. Thanks. And I'm definitely gonna miss it. I'm not gonna see a lot of you, like every day like I normally am, and I think about that every night. I'm like, I'm gonna move off, and it's gonna be so different. Because this is, oh my gosh, I'm getting cold. This is just so, normal for me, and I'm going to have to go off and make new friends, and I don't know. I hope it's going to be as easy as this, or easy finding friends, of course. Band was not easy. But band, it was, I liked it all the way through. Even when I didn't like it, I liked it. And of course, I'm gonna miss all of you. No matter what your personality is, I'm gonna miss all of you, and yeah, that's it for me.
Band has been a really fun experience. You just meet a lot of new people.
Yeah.
So, who wants to follow that guy, huh? So I asked one of my best friends, Craig, who was a senior last year, what I should say, any advice, and he said, Ross, wing it. That's what I'm going to do. Band's been pretty good for me. I kind of meandered around for 2 years, and it was pretty easy for me at that point, but then I became a section leader and things got real. Things got really real, and suddenly you're having to, work with other people and make sure you're doing things right so they can't say, hey, you're doing that wrong, why are you telling me to do it right? And things like that. And I really feel like I should be getting more credits, like academically, than I did, because I learned so much. But really, I appreciate the directors for helping me out. Can we get like a round of applause for them?
Right.
And one thing I feel moved to say is that I know some of the underclassmen aren't very encouraged in band. They feel like they want to drop out or whatever. And I'm just going to say, don't quit on it, because you may miss something that's really important and you never knew it was there. We're kind of leaving all the seniors, some 2-year section leaders, so that leaves a gap. And y'all will move up into that gap and be able to change things y'all don't like. And that's our gift to you. So that's kind of what I'm going to leave y'all with.
Mm-hmm, sure. Yep, we got you. Hi.
So it's been 7 years, and it's been a long time since I decided to join band because I was fat and lazy. Yeah, that was the reason. I got high school. Yeah, not fat and lazy anymore.
No.
Just a little lazy. So that's always fun. But it's really broken me out of the social shell that I was in middle school, and yeah, that's the thing. Man, Caleb, you're right. I feel old. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Leaving band, it almost hurts as much as getting hit by a car, but I'm not. But getting hit by a car still hurts a little more. I'm just, not really sure. I mean, I'd have to get hit by another one to really tell, but I just remember that hurting a lot more than this. But emotionally, leaving band really, really sucks, because that's not something to brag about. Getting hit by a car, I can brag about that all day. Everyone I meet, I always brag about it, but being a part of the band, that was that was really one of my favorite things, not just in high school, but in all the years I can think of. And you know, when I first moved to Mississippi back in the 4th grade, I came from a place where, like, you know, I had, let's see, 2-3 friends, I think, something like that, and like anyone else is like a public enemy. I'm not even kidding. I'd get my face caved in like every day at school, and you know, I come here and I was just really quiet. But once 6th grade came, you know, you make friends with just people you never think you would even be friends with, and I can't think of any one person who I have any ill will with. Well, in the band, that is. You know.
In the band.
See, there's like about 13 of them outside of band. I can't go a day without thinking about them and getting my blood boiling. Anyway, you know, other than just, you know, learning how to be friends with just people you never think you'd be friends with, band just taught me to learn how to live my life, and you know, not to overthink things. And Bill can tell you, when I was in the 6th grade, I talked a lot, but before that class, I was dead silent, and band opened me up almost instantly, and it's just something that will always stay with you. You never forget these years. And if you think you hate band now, just keep giving it a chance, because even when I hated it, I still loved it, because the only reason why I felt that way was because I loved it enough to feel something else about it, you know? But okay, I better cut that off before I go any further, because it's starting to not make sense. But just never forget to enjoy these years as much as you can. Thank you.
I will back up what James said. The other month we went to some store in Hattiesburg. He's like, oh, by the way, I got hit by a car. But yeah, I don't really have much to say. It's almost over, that's for sure. Really, the only thing I have to say is it's been a great experience. Every year I've quit in my mind. Every year I was like, I'm not doing it next year, I'm done. But somebody convinced me to do it, unfortunately. But I'm back, and really the only thing I want to say is thank you to the directors, because they take, like, this is their job and they love it. And when they say we're like a family, we are a family. Like, they're pretty much parents to me. They're like second parents, and I can't thank them enough. And thank y'all so much. And that's really the only thing I have to say.
I'm not all with the mushy stuff and all of that, so I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But my senior band year didn't go very well. I didn't march because I got sick at band camp. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff, and it was just like boom, stuff just started happening. But I want to say thank you to Miss Lauren for catching me. I hope the knee okay, by the way. And I want to say thank you to Miss Sabrina and Miss Angel. Thank you. It's over with.
Right. That's right.
It's nothing to call Polly.
Hey,
Oh, no.
I don't really got that much to say because I'm talking much, you know.
Oh, I know he didn't do that.
And I'm an emotional person, so. But I can say that I have enjoyed my 7 years in band. I used to be a bad child back in the day. And I gave Mr. Frazier a lot of trouble. And I changed instruments about like every other year, maybe. And I want to say thank you to like 3 people, maybe. Yeah, I want to thank Sarah. You know, we stuck together.
Yeah.
This year we were by ourselves. You know, we had to alternate parts, like you know, I can't hit those high notes. And then, so yeah, I want to thank you to Miss Lawrence for always keeping me alive, threatening to call my mama, you know. I just want to thank you guys for letting me be a part of this again, and wish you guys the best of luck next year.
Mary from West Marion, and I had no interest in the band. Again, coming from West Marion, you know, didn't have much motivation. I didn't want to do the band. I was bound and determined not to sign up, and my mom talked to Mr. Frazier, and it happened anyway. And every year, I was going to quit. I wasn't allowed to quit. So here I am. And I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And Mr. Frazier has probably grown to be one of my best friends. And band it's definitely an experience. All the different people, and you wind up being friends with and talking to a bunch of people that you never thought that you would. And I don't make friends easily, and band kind of helped me with that. I've got a nice little friend group going right now. Yeah, it's definitely been a roller coaster. Started out on the trombone, and it didn't. Baritone was a lot better though. And band's just, like I said, it was an experience. I've really enjoyed it. I've made a lot of friends and done a lot of things that I didn't think I was going to get to do. And again, the push-ups really kind of, you know, helped me with the stance and a little bit of strength there. Still weak, but you know, like Daniel said, I started out, I was fat and lazy. Still fat, still lazy, but less so. I really enjoyed it though, and I mean the band directors, they definitely don't get enough credit. They deal with so much more than any other teacher does, or that anyone should have to. Personally, I couldn't do it because I don't like children. Yeah, it's definitely an experience, and I've really enjoyed my 7 years in the program.
Yay!
I'm very thankful for all the band directors and the extreme amounts of time they give us. But I'm especially thankful for Mr. Chris and all that he's done for me throughout the years. I will always appreciate our talks, the attitude adjustments you've given me, and the candy sashes you've let me find. And that'll be pretty much.
Why, hello there.
Hello.
It's weird hearing myself back there. I'm gonna wing this.
That's okay, babe.
Band, to me, made the biggest effect on my entire life. I think without band, I wouldn't be able to even be able to talk to you guys. I am sometimes a very shy person, but when I go to band, I see all my friends, and sometimes I'm not scared to say things. But I'm always ready to have fun with my friends, and why should I say friends when I should really say family?
That's right.
That's what I think band is. Of course, there's the ones I don't know so well, but I definitely know my best friends and my family, my band. And I don't want to leave it. Thank you.
Okay, I didn't really come prepared for this. But I've been in band for 7 years now, and a lot of people when I was in middle schooler and even before that told me I couldn't be a girl on the drum line. Even my mom over there said it. No, you said it. Great. But got to 7th grade, and Bill over here showed me that I could do it, and when I got to 7th grade, I didn't know anything. But he helped me a lot, and by 8th grade, I went from being 7th chair to 1st chair. And if you ask me if I would do this all over again, I would probably say I wouldn't. But you see me going to Jones now and doing band again, so that's a lie. But yeah, had a blast, you guys. Love my drum line.